Hey everyone, never forget that we're now in a liquidity event. Bone is being minted at 10x. Then this rate will go to normal and will be reduced more as time passes. If you plan to stake, bury, or farm dig, now is the moment. And trade your tokens in Shiba Swap. So if we check over here, bury and dig reward, Shiba Leash Bone, and we can see bury, bury, and it's a very simple graph of how it works. But never forget, the rewards are still there, waiting for you. You just gotta stay patient. What's happening, everyone? Be sure to drop a like. We're gonna be having a lot of updates today. You probably already saw this graph, but I'm just showing it to you again, just to remember that while you're watching this video, passive income is being made for you. And the most important thing, new pairs are going to be added, which is going to bring new users. It's going to bring liquidity to Shiba Swap. Shiba Swap being the main thing right now. A lot of people are talking about this. But remember, I told you there's a never dull moment with SHIB. Well, this is kind of stuff I'm talking about. And we saw this before, but the most important thing about this is even when the markets are down, even when nothing is happening on the news. So right now there's no major news. There's obviously a few news then and there, but if we check over here, there's a lot of things happening which people are yet unaware of. And this is just, the start of something bigger. We're going to be having way more pairs added right now. These are the ones that we previously had. But announcement, ever reviewing the analytics for Shiba Swap, the dev team and others are signing the agree to forward with adding 3 new pairs. There's going to be probably way more pairs, but I know some in the SHIB army are NFT traders, collectors. If you get this NFT, not only are you getting one of the earliest SHIB themed NFT pieces, but also helping a good cause. So they're also pushing out for charity, and I think there's going to be a lot more partnerships for charity in the future. Now, I saw this Reddit post. You guys are missing the point. I see way too many posts out here talking about how to make the price go up, burning coins, locking funds, and staking to lower the supply. None of that matters. The whole point of Shiba Swap is DeFi. I'm specifically talking about yield farming and staking. DeFi is the hottest thing right now in crypto. It is the big investors like Mark Cuban and Kevin O'Leary are doing to make big bucks. So why is DeFi so hot right now? The average interest rate for a money market account is less than 0.1% per year. So unless you're a millionaire and you basically don't need any extra money, 1.1 per year is nothing. Why would they park their money in traditional finance when they can make 10 to 100% per year on average, depending on risk tolerance, by keeping their money in DeFi? We're the cups of the global financial revolution. Instead of letting banks collect the fees for moving the money, DeFi is putting that money directly into the hands of the people. By the people, for the people. So this Shiba Swap is basically making you passive income. Maybe it's making you a lot of money. Maybe it's making you very little. But it's making you money. So what sets Shiba Swap apart? They have a unique reward structure for staking and yield farming, aka burying and digging. Most platforms, when you yield farm, you will be only rewarded when you are farming. So for example, if you're farming Ethereum Tether, you will be rewarded by receiving more Ethereum Tether LP tokens. On Shiba Swap, not only are you rewarded more of what you're farming, but you're also farming one of the 3 Shiba Swap tokens. You also get Bone. So therefore, you support the community. If farming Bone or Leash, you also get a portion of basically these coins, transaction fees, depending where you coin your prime. So no one else does this. No swap. Only Shiba Swap is offering this. And this is what's going to attract new investors, depending on how much in terms of rewards than anyone else. So let's talk about the token burn. I think it could be implemented with the governance DAO, but we don't even need a token burn at this point. Staking has been proven to be a great success with 1.5 billion staked. A lot of people are saying it's a fail because the price drops. Those are thinking short term. In addition, Shiba Swap is making staking interest again. The big players don't stake, they yield farm because they get steady per year without having to worry about price fluctuations. By adding a percentage of Ethereum transaction fees to SHIB staking rewards, they're adding a unique guaranteed income to the staking pool. Once again, this is something no one else does. So in short, stop worrying about trying to make the price of SHIB go up by some artificial stuff, because obviously the price will go down. People will be returning to Shiba Swap to get their rewards. And the only way to actually stake is to either buy Leash, to buy Bone, to buy SHIB. And once people start to realize how incredible Shiba Swap is for DeFi and how profitable it is, they will start using the site. We're going to be seeing people flocking here in droves. This is what the price will skyrocket. In the meantime, enjoy earning best in the industry returns on your investment. And Shiba Swap is honestly giving so much money. Shiba Swap has printed money for me so far. People need to utilize and use Shiba Swap. Everyone has the idea in their head that they want to spend a couple of bucks and get rich. I believe Shiba will make people serious bank, but what people need to use is the swap itself and buy bone and buy leash and stake or dig if the returns are nuts. Everyone should be using the swap because you basically sit back and watch your investment print you money while the swap is used more and driving up all the prices. So basically you win in multiple ways. In the long run, where all tokens increase in price, and in short term when you're raking in thousands like myself and once have Shiba Swap out. So people are already profiting off that, but if we check over here, people are making their beautiful NFTs, and this is basically the new thing of growth. You know, people are seeing the Shiba Inu logo everywhere now, even in NFTs, and this has seriously increased the prices. So we can see, you know, a lot of Easter eggs over here, but artists are coming in for Shiba Inu. Now we can see a lot of things happening. Why the price is different on other sides? We can see so many things here that I simply cannot go through everything, but we can see when will the price go up. This is actually very simple to explain. Just as soon as Bitcoin rockets to the moon again. When will that be? No one knows. I'm expecting September, but don't take me for granted. Why Bitcoin? Earlier, I said no entity controls the price of crypto. Well, that's not entirely true. Bitcoin does. We all have seen the charts daily. If Bitcoin goes up, the rest of the crypto world goes up with it. So I have been telling a lot of Bitcoin news. That's because we're tied to the Bitcoin's prices. If Bitcoin goes down, the rest of crypto market goes down with it. So many people want to know why the price hasn't moved up after the AMA, after the Shiba Swap site launched, and the reason is because Bitcoin isn't moving up. Take Doge for example. In November of 2016, Doge was trading at a low price, and then of January of 2018, it shot up to a high price. Why did it go up? Not because they burned tokens, not because of investor influence about the coin, and not because some Doge holder rubbed in Magic Lamp and made a wish. It was because Bitcoin shot from $750 to $17,000. And that's what's causing Shiba Inu basically to go up, and every single other coin from what we're seeing. That's the big time. And anytime a crypto token rockets to the moon, people forget that it didn't get here in its own rocket. It hitched a ride on Bitcoin's rocket like a sucker fish on a shark. There's good news though, because of Shiba Swap and its ecosystem, we're less affected to the swings of Bitcoin, and the more it gets developed, the less effect Bitcoin will have on our community. So it will take time, but we're still very much tied to Bitcoin prices. Doge was released in December of 2013. It took 4 years. For Shiba Swap, I'm guessing it will take 2 to 3 years to see serious returns. For finally to make it to penny, you're in very early stages right now. We have so many more exchanges to be listed on, which I talked before, but Doge has been around for 8 years and still has zero functionality. It just exists and will eventually fade away. From where I sit, Shiba is outpacing and breaking all the previous records for a token, not a coin, and we have done it in 1 year. And we're going to be seeing a lot more, but decentralization may seem out of reach for many, but many have some realistic ways to reject the idea of centralization in daily life. So adopting a decentralized way of life, basically Shiba Inu, from a small step to giant leaps, and basically, you know, you can see an article over here which indirectly supports Shiba Inu. But a lot of people are going for decentralization, and that's something Shiba Inu supports. And we can see that, you know, people are donating to charities, exactly what Shiba Inu is doing. If we check over here, FED says surging crypto prices reflects increased risk appetite. The central bank's monetary policy report to Congress gave crypto a rare shout out Friday. So we're seeing more news on that, but asset prices may be subject to significant declines should investors' risk appetite fall. Interest rates rise unexpectedly or recovery stall. And this is what's happening right now, but I think we'll get back to that, you know. We'll definitely get back to that. So people want to make Shiba Inu the #1 token here so far, and you always have to know there's still so much potential. There's still so many holders, and that's what's exciting to me. You know, there's still so many listings to be made, still so many partnerships. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like, and see you next time.